Cool, so let's solve at least the first one altogether. So this is, we have to take the commits and then collect all the files. So we have to use array.collect and use a function to get the files, and then just the array.length.
On line 6, if you separate data and Nancy.log in a separate,
Sorry?
just let the path combine the path.
That one?
Yeah. I mean, if, instead of doing the backslashes, just
Yeah. Oh, just,
have a list of
what do you mean?
2 different strings, right? To separate data and Nancy with it. So you just have 3 strings.
Don't include the directory separation at all.
Right, yeah, let path combine will add in the directory separator. So.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, true. Yeah. So you say that you can do that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll work for everybody.
Yeah. Cool. So next, the number of files should be quite easy. Should do something similar, but just getting the distinct.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, it's the same problem. This because it has on as well. But this is Linux.
No, this is Windows 10
Oh,
and Visual Studio Code.
yeah.
It took me an hour to get it.
And you have what version of FSharp you have installed?
I have the latest.
The latest.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah. It's the dot. Cool. Can I
You have to go to this other one and go hit the new tab. Maybe my version is too new.
Yeah. Guess it's. Can we know which version do we have installed of FSharp?
I could just do a properties on the executable.
Sorry?
Try to do a
Here.
right here.
No, it's 4. Yeah, sorry, it's 4.
Okay.
So it should be okay. Come on. So-
So that's all happy.
Yeah. Mm. Something I should. Because in Visual Studio you have to grant permissions to the type providers. But I don't think it's something I have to do.
So it's not the .NET object at that point?
No, it's doesn't really
Key not found exception.
know. Yeah, it's
In test CSV. And there's something wrong in the CSV file.
no, I think oh,
Because it was giving an exception on a key not
yeah,
found.
but overload. So the thing is that not a load. Well, let's try. Let's give an extra comma. It's okay.
Where does the type provider learn its column names? Or does it?
So now you specify the schema here.
Oh, okay. Is it looking for the first row being the column names? That would be weird.
Yeah, we can try it. But it's not. It doesn't make sense. Because, well, it doesn't make sense. So I think it's working on quite a few.
Yeah. Right, are you sure it's executed?
Yeah.
that one's similar.
Yeah.
Given key was not present in the dictionary.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think maybe 5 minutes later. Thanks.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
Still suspicious.
So
It sounds.
install. We can try. So we can try this. Bucket. This.
Like maybe they didn't get registered.
Yes.
This might not work.
Oh,
Yeah, go.
sorry.
It's going to be a pain in the bum, PowerShell. So in this directory?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ah,
so
cool.
whoops, it's in packet.
Yeah. So what we can do is get rid of the whole thing.
Yeah. Because I actually ran packet from inside VS Code
Oh,
via the node. Okay.
yeah. It's being used by code, do you mean?
Yeah, should we shut it down? Shut down code and run it again. It's more effective. Do you want to open that text editor?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Right click, open sliders is fine.
Okay. Let's get rid of the whole. That's okay. And here.
Hang on a second. It seems like it's
Oh yeah.
there. It is.
Yes.
Back here.
Let's see.
You got like 12 minutes here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. I will investigate a little more. Sorry.
Thanks.
So, yeah, so let's make quick wrap up. First of all, I'm so sorry for people that have problems with the environment. I don't know what it really is, because it's not only a Mac issue, because we have a Windows 10 with the same type provider error thing. We have investigated a bit, and I don't really know what can be. It's really, really strange, and I'm so sorry. Those of you who doesn't have problems, which exercises have you made until the first point at least, or sorry?
I've got 1.3 done.
1.3 done.
No,
Cool.
it's the copy.
Cool.
But actually, I sent it.
Cool. So, well, in case you want to keep working on it, you have, all the solution and so on. Probably can be improved. So if you have fixes, you can send me an email or make a pull request or whatever. So what I tried to show you today was these kind of things. This was a presentation I made in the FSharp exchange in London. So loading data, we had we're using Git. We have a couple of options like OctoKit, that is a library that you can use to access a Git repository and get the history or files, etc. But in our case, we were using just parsing a Git log. This is the command to create the Git log that we are currently using in this project. So we need the hash with the full hash and the date, and that's all. And this creates this kind of repo, no? With the hash, name, date, and the files change with lines deleted and dates, and that's lines added. As you can see in the file, we're using some types and some type providers that not working. I don't know why. And with a slightly less than 30 lines, we can parse this log. Basically, we are splitting the log in these chunks of data, and then we are using the type provider just to read the information instead of having to parse every line. So as you can see, the code is quite small, quite neat. The first exercise was the basic statistics that we've seen. So we can check the number of files changed, this number of files by type. You can plot that files by type easily using xplot. You can see that passing in this case, just an array of tuples of strings and integers, we can have easily a pie chart. The number of authors. Sorry. The next point was hotspots. Hotspots is those files in your base code, in your code base, that are likely to have bugs. And we can think about hotspots like big files. No, the bigger the file, the more probabilities of having a bug that you have. But you have to correlate that, or you can correlate that information with more information, like for example the number of commits. So a file with a lot of people committing into it could be a source of bugs, and also the number of authors. So a lot of people changing the same file could be, if there is no good communication in your team, could be a source of bugs. And these kind of things are quite easy to get with FSharp. Or FSharp, or I guess another functional language. So in the Git log, Git parser file, you have this kind of code, like getting a file from GitHub. Is because of that we need the hash, sorry. And we can, for example, the complexity, we can calculate the complexity with the number of lines, which is quite easy to calculate. And we can have this kind of charts, no? We can see that in this file, in the vacancy provider.cs, this is my current project, the vacancy provider.cs, well, maybe we can have a problem there because it's quite big. And we can calculate the number of revisions per file as well. So how many revisions have each file. And we can correlate that information, or we can correlate with the number of authors. No? So we see here some quite similar files in number of revisions, but for example, these two have much more authors changing the code. So maybe here we can have a problem. Another thing that we can calculate is the coupling. So coupling as files that are committed together. Maybe you don't have if you are using the net, you don't have a strong reference between those DLLs or those files. You are not using one file from the other. But you can have files that you are committing everything that you make. Every time that you make a change in one file, you are you're making a change in the other file. So you have a kind of hidden file coupling that you have to study. And as you can see, it's quite easy to calculate as well. We can have this kind of diagrams, a Sankey diagram. This explode as well. It's quite easy to create. And here, if you see, we have in the next one. So this is just using full numbers, and this is using this calculating percentages, no, not just the raw number. And here you can see, for example, these two ones. So we have two different features of our application. Our application is a website to search for apprenticeships in the UK, and we have a kind of coupling between the apprenticeship search controller and the traineeship search controller, which should be different things, but we are changing them quite often at the same time. So we should study what's happening here. Maybe it's nothing, but could be something. We can calculate the complexity over time as well for a file. So we can calculate the complexity, for example, like using the number of spaces, which is quite easy to calculate, or number of tabs in this case. As you can see, the code is quite concise. And we can get the story of a file. No? So we are going to GitHub, getting all the commits of that file, and we're going to calculate that complexity. So here we're making the request to GitHub. It's just here is the complexity over time. Here in January 2015, we made a quite big refactor, and here we implemented a quite complex features. So this is why our average complexity has this shape. And finally, the authors. Imagine that as I said before, someone is leaving your project and you want to know which files is he working on. So you can make this kind of calculations. So you can calculate the contributions to a file as the sum of the lines added and lines deleted, for example, and then you can have this kind of graphs. For example, for this, for the apprenticeship search controller, Ghost Rider was the main contributor, and we have Captain America, Daredevil, Iceman, and Iron Man. And we know that if we have to make changes to this file, maybe we should talk with Ghost Rider, and he can explain us what's happening there. Or we can just take a list. No? Imagine that Iron Man is leading the project, so we can just list the files that Iron Man is the main contributor, and see if the team has this knowledge. And we can make other things like coupling between components, commit distribution over time, some coupling per file, analyze commit messages, and see what's people saying in the messages. So that's all. Thank you very much for coming. I'm so sorry again for the problems that you have. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Enjoy the conference. Thank you.